Tia reveals to the world that she is now estranged from her identical twin, Tamera. Chingy is performing at a Trump rally in Nashville. And Sage the Gemini is now accused of assault. I'm Tammy. This is Tammy Talks. Look at this here. Another edition, another day. We got some stuff to talk about, y'all. As you all know, look at this here. 3 pop culture stories in 20 minutes or less. Let's get started, y'all. Let's start with Chingy. All right. So Chingy is well on his way to do the chicken head and perform right there for the Republicans or the maggots down in Nashville. Chingy is on a list of, he is one of a list of people that were on a poster that Amber Rose posted that were going to be performing or speaking or presenting or whatever the case at this rally for Trump in Nashville. Kind of disappointing. Gotta admit it. It's disappointing. I'm disappointed whenever I see certain people that are supporting Trump. I'm gonna be real. Y'all know where I stand. Y'all know what side of the aisle I am on. That is my personal opinion. Chingy is no exception to the rule, right? So after this was announced, people were commenting underneath this post on Instagram, and one person said, "Sir, are you a MAGA supporter, Chingy?" And Chingy said, No. I'm a Chingy supporter. I get paid to perform, not care about politics. That is so incredibly irresponsible to say. And I keep saying this. It's so irresponsible to say. What is going on with people? It's irresponsible to say you don't care about politics. I understand the people that are not knee deep in watching, CNN or Fox News or MSNBC or wherever you choose to consume your political content from. I understand that. Like, if you're not a person that is like nose down, you're following everything and you're following the polls and all that type of stuff, sure. But that was a very ignorant, immature statement to say. It was irresponsible. Irresponsible, Chingy. So another person asked him, "Damn, you a Trump supporter now?" And Chingy said, "No, correction. I'm a Chingy supporter. My job is performing, not politics." Look, it's always become, what's the word I'm looking for? It's always become a risk, I guess, whenever a celebrity comes out and voices who they are choosing to support. Look at what's happening with Taylor Swift. Look at what happened with Caitlin Clark. Look at what's happening with Meryl Streep. You know what I mean? Whenever somebody crosses a party line that the public, the world, thinks that they should be on, there's always going to be some backlash, some craziness, right? So in this case with Chingy, it is, to me, irresponsible of him to do. Now, there are so many people that are saying, well, Chingy needs the money. He needs the money. Okay. I just kind of feel like, for me, I can't be bought, right? I cannot be bought. I can't be used as a pawn. So Chingy getting this invitation from Trump's team to come perform at this rally, it's not because they think that he's this phenomenal performer and they love his music, because we all love right there. You know what I mean? Like, that's not what they're thinking. They are looking at him as, let's go get this black rapper because he's going to convince other young black people to vote for Trump. That's not going to happen because, one, we're not checking for Chingy. Chingy hasn't had a song out in I don't know how long. Are people still doing the chicken head? Y'all still, are y'all still chicken heading? Like, this is disappointing. And I would respect Chingy more if, well, I guess no. He's saying I would respect Chingy more if he came out and just said, I need the money. Remember, this happened with Chrisette Michele. Chrisette Michele actually performed at Trump's inauguration. And everybody was like, girl, what? And Chrisette Michele was like, well, I went and I made a statement. My Basquiat skirt. I wore my Basquiat skirt. Remember that? When it came down, and in the end, Chrisette Michelle admitted years after that she just needed the money. But for you to say, I'm a performer, so I'm just going to perform, you don't have any morals? You don't stand for anything? How do y'all feel about that? Like, do you guys, for one, do you guys care that Chingy is performing at this Trump rally? Do you think that it's irresponsible? How do you feel about his statements of, I'm a performer, I don't care about politics? Sage the Gemini, yikes. So, I only know who Sage the Gemini is, and this could be above my head. I only know who he is because I remember when he dated Jordan Sparks. So when they broke up, it was kind of a big-ish deal. But that's when I was introduced to Sage the Gemini. I know he was an artist himself for a while. And I think now that he just does some producing, maybe some writing. Sage is extremely handsome. I've always thought he was a very, very good looking man. I do not like the locks. I think he looks better with lower cut hair. To me, he has beautiful eyes. And I don't even be liking men that got those light eyes like that because they be crazy. But Sage is a very handsome man. So when this story came out, even with the little bit I know about him, I wasn't shocked. So I do follow Sage every now and y'all know how the algorithms on Instagram for sure, where you just won't see people that you follow for hell years. Even with the little bit that I see of Sage, he has always given me a twinge of that nigga ain't all quite there. He gives me a vibe that he's low key. Okay, just a little bit. I can't explain it, but I have always gotten that vibe from him. So there was a young lady that came out on her TikTok and accused Sage, in light of what's going on with Puff Daddy right now, and accused him of forcing himself on her at Chris Brown's house. Now, Miss Mamas, not only did you just implicate Chris Brown into this story unnecessarily, so you might be getting a cease and desist or a call from somebody's lawyer, but we'll take that and put that to the side. But Sage, now I am of the belief, I'm sorry, but I believe women when they say that until I am given a reason to not. So if you come out and you say that this is something that happened to you, somebody forced themselves onto you, because I have friends, because I have family members that has happened to, I always believe the woman first. That's me. Some people don't think that's okay to do. Some people do. I always believe the woman first until it is irrefutable proof that she is lying. So in the case of this woman's story, I watched the 2 minutes of it. I'm not going to put it in the video for obvious reasons, but I believe her. I believe her. I haven't seen a statement come out from Sage. I haven't seen anything come out from Chris Brown. Let me see if I can search Sage real quick just to see if something has come out, if he's issued a statement. Hasn't issued a statement, but another person has come forward. Oh God. Shit. Another woman in the past 12 hours has come forward and has given a similar story about Sage the Gemini. So Twitter is now calling him a serial, y'all know the word. It's alleged that he is giving these women STDs. One woman explains why she has not gone to the police. You can search these on Twitter. You can search them on Instagram, and the stories and the videos will come up. Sage has issued a statement. Okay, so this was on his Instagram story. Okay, I'm gonna read this. So on his Instagram story, he said, I ain't turning shit off. Only people she not lying to is the police because they don't give out careers. Hashtag find a new hustle. I would say this, and I don't want to be rude, okay? I do not think this woman is trying to get clout off of Sage the Gemini, because let's all be very for real. When is the last time anybody has not only said the name Sage the Gemini, but thought about Sage the Gemini? This is going to unfold. I think this might turn into a bigger story than we think. We are in an era now where it's almost like a Me Too resurgence, where people are coming forward, people are telling their truths, men and women, because it happens to men and women, coming forward, telling their truths, being transparent, being brave enough to put the facts out there. If there's an update, I'll let you guys know, but keep an eye on Sage the Gemini in this story. I think that there's going to be some ramifications from her saying that it happened at Chris Brown's house. Because I guess my thing is, if you're saying it happened at Chris Brown's house, are you saying that Chris was aware of it and didn't do anything? Because why else would you need to say in your story that it happened there? That's what I don't get. That's what I don't get, but we'll stay tuned for that. And then the main event. The main card in the story. Tia Mowry. So many of you guys know, or maybe you don't. Tia has a reality show that is going to be starting. I think it's October 3rd, October 4th, early October on WeTV. It's really just kind of her life after divorce. Her life after divorce. And in this, she's just kind of focusing on moving forward. We see a lot of celebrity cameos. I think like Essence Atkins is going to be on the show. They're friends. I think Jackée Harry. Is it Jackée? I really want to say Jackée Harris. Jackée Harry is on the show. I think we saw a couple other like celebrity pop-ups, but this is Tia's life getting through it. I'm excited for the show. I've always loved the twins, Tia and Tamara. I thought their reality show that they did together was like really, really good. So I'm excited for this. But a super trailer was released last night. I saw it on the Shade Room. And in the super trailer, we get a clip of Tia being in a confessional. And she is saying, now this I did take a clip of. And Tia is saying that, you know, she's going through this divorce. She's trying to deal with taking her kids to, she's taking her kids to their father's house. You know, she divorced Corey Hardrick, and it's like, it's a lot for her. So she mentions in her confessional, she's overwhelmed, she feels lonely, and she wishes that she could pick up the phone and call her sister, but they're not in that space right now. Now, when I was watching it, I immediately was like, damn, what happened with the twins? What happened with the twins? And Twitter got a hold of it. Social media got a hold of it and blew it up, right? Because everybody is saying, well, we have seen this coming. We have known that they've been having sisterly issues for a while. Now, I never really thought about it. I follow both of them on Instagram, but I feel like, I mean, I don't expect to see them together all the time. I just don't. They are both very grown. They have careers. They were both married, but they just live very separate lives. But people started chronicling all these different things, where different instances where Tamara would do an interview and kind of evade answering anything about Tia. Everything that she would ever say was kind of like, oh, haven't talked to her. I don't know. So Tamara actually just did an interview, I want to say on the red carpet for some award show or something that she was attending. And she was asked about Tia's reality show. She said that she found out like the rest of us. And I said, girl, what? So after this blew up and people started digging, right? Pulling up interviews, comparing pictures, comparing birthday posts and Instagram posts, it then comes out that Tia took to her Instagram and posted an old clip of the two of them from their reality show. And I said, Tia, ma'am, no. Because this doesn't look genuine. Let me see if I can pull up the caption. But I'm like, this doesn't seem genuine, and it's given forced. It's given very, very forced. So the caption is, who remembers that time on Tia and Tamara when I got my sis to try my breast milk after Cree was born? Yes, that actually happened with my new show, Tia Mowry, my next act coming out October 4th. I had to bring back this iconic moment. Get ready for more laughs, realness, and all the new chapters ahead. And the comment section is flooded with people saying, Tia, this is damage control. You just said y'all weren't close. You just said this. I'll say this. One, I think we two in their business. I think we're two in their business. Yes, they're a celebrity. They're celebrities. Tia put it out there, sure. But I think the speculating, because we will never know. Me, you, that person over there, Twitter user Red Fox 225, we will never know what happened between them because we're not in their family. We're not in their relationship. We will never know what happened. There's been some speculation that, some people feel that Tia is low key kind of rude. She's more direct. She's more assertive. Whereas Tamara is more passive, more passive aggressive. Tamara doesn't have the best communication. Their styles cause them to butt heads a lot. So there's that. There's also some people that are speculating it has something to do with Tamara's husband. We know that Tamara's husband is a Republican. I don't know if he's a Trump supporter or not, but there are people that suspect maybe their estrangeness has come from them kind of pulling apart because of that. Some people feel it goes all the way back to their reality show where, we did see them butt heads a lot. But I just kind of feel like that's how siblings are. Now, I don't have a sister. Personally, I only have a brother, and me and my brother, we're 2.5 years apart. So he hasn't lived in Milwaukee his entire adult life. He moved back here for a couple years and then moved back to where he lives now. So we didn't have that. We're close. We talk, we text every day. We don't argue. We don't have big fights like this. We have never gone a period of time where we just didn't talk from an argument. So I can't necessarily relate, but we will not know what happened. We won't know what happened. Hopefully they get it together and they, mend this. It's always sad when you see siblings just not get along. I think it's even sadder when you see twins, identical twins, that are butting heads for whatever reason. So, but I feel bad for Tia. There were some people saying that maybe they just haven't talked in a while. No. Tia said, I wish I could call my sister. I wish. Meaning that I want to call her, but I know that either, and it really gave, she's not effing with me. I don't feel comfortable calling her. I don't feel that I can go to her like I used to. So to me, it's seeming like the disconnect is coming from Tamara. Are y'all gonna tune into the show? I'll be watching. I kind of want to recap it. I haven't decided just yet, but I'll definitely be watching. I think we need to support our child stars who are still living life on the up and up, are still gainfully employed to some degree, that aren't, inebriated constantly to some degree, that don't have money troubles. So let me know what you guys thought about all three of these topics. Tia Mowry, Chingy, and Sage the Gemini. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.